Buenos días y buen bonitos de todos. Good morning and welcome everyone. Welcome to a community that is dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shear, and I'm the spiritual director and founding minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password, or check our website, www.cslpv.org, and you'll find it on both the landing page as well as on the weekly talk section. So today is a new month. Welcome to June. It is June 2nd, 2024, and we are continuing our annual theme, which is a grand rising. The topic for this month of June is holy boldness. And the topic for today is sacred audacity. So at this time, I'd like to once again welcome everyone, including those that are new to our teaching and to our center here in Puerto Vallarta. Whether you're here live on the Zoom call or watching the replay at a later time. And I'd also like to say to everyone else that is celebrating this month, Happy Pride. And we celebrated here in Puerto Vallarta last month, but it's always a good time for acknowledging Pride. And here we teach a philosophy that honors all faiths, all traditions, all paths. So whatever path you are on, know that it is the right one for you. And no matter what your background is, please know that everyone is welcome here. We value each and every one of you. As I mentioned, we teach a philosophy called the science of mind, and it's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. We offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth. And we honor diversity in all aspects so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere within everyone. When Dr. Ernest Holmes was asked to provide a concise definition of this teaching, he had replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. So each week we offer an inspirational message. And for the summer, I think we're going to put the in-person meetings on hold unless you contact me and I know that you will be coming, then we can make arrangements. So in the meantime, enjoy our Zoom meetings and the replays. And now, as we do each week, let's together review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. We have a grand purpose here each week. And that is my Chihuahua that has something to say. So our purpose here is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by means of our vision, creating the life you desire. And this is supported by our mission to provide spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. And more on these can be found on our website under their own subtitle. So we can choose to live large or small. And it's our experience that is a reflection of that choice. So today is an opportunity to make any necessary adjustments or changes in your life in order to achieve a different outcome. So life invites us with gusto and verve. And the only thing holding us back is ourselves and possibly our perceptions of obstacles. Our participation is definitely needed in life. We have both a choice and volition in how we engage in life. And we can either reduce or live boldly. And we can reduce our light or live boldly in a vibrant manner. And we can live creatively through our unique nature that was assigned just to us. Each one of us is individual and unique. We get to step out and draw outside the lines and think of our fears with our imagination and courage, and think beyond those fears. When we act intentionally, we can enjoy a bold, grand rising into a moment of transformation. And this sacred audacity fuels us to reach, stretch, and to strive. This is what Ernest Holmes wrote. He said, change your thinking, change your life. And I'm sure we have heard this expression many times before. So the basic tenet of the science of mind philosophy is that there's a power for good in the universe, and we can use it. This is a sacred principle and universal law. When we learn, know, and understand this principle, then we can act with holy boldness and sacred audacity to accept this truth and to claim and declare our good in full. When we know who and whose we are, we can govern from a deep place of knowing and intention that this all-pervading power for good is within us and all around us and beyond. And it's ready to work in partnership with us in life. As we be still and know that I am God and tap into the divine power within each and every one of us, we govern with assuredness that this divine power works every time, even better than what we had hoped for. And as our faith grows and we overcome our own doubts and fears, we can walk with greater confidence, certainty, and faith that our good is imminent. As our inner landscape melds with these beliefs as first cause, outer effects demonstrate in our affairs to align with these beliefs. Napoleon Hill said this: whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. So courage, it takes inner courage to even think about acting boldly, let alone doing so. We must overcome any fears and inhibitions that would prevent us from acting boldly, such as, what will people think of me? Or, can I really do this? We need to examine our own judgment about what makes something bold or not. Do we think something we want to do is outrageous because no one else is doing it? Sometimes we're so culturally socialized and normalized that we're trained to think that something must be done a certain way or else it's unacceptable. But by those standards, or pardon me, by whose standard is unacceptable? And why is that so? When we take a closer look at what fuels or holds us back, we can tap into how our belief systems developed. We can ask ourselves, is what I want to do detrimental or harmful to others? Is it something that sings to my heart and brings me joy? These questions can help us unpack our inner thinking, learning what's really there, and help us to determine which way to go along our spiritual path of unfolding and developing in inner courage, holy boldness and a sacred audacity for living. Tony Robbins said this: if you are not living up to your greatest potential in any area of your life, you are settling. It can be hard to admit, but when you do, you will finally discover how to never settle for less. So let's tap into our spiritual connection. Sacred audacity allows us to do things that we didn't necessarily think we could do. We allow ourselves to tap into that inner spiritual connection that knows what and how to do anything and everything within and through us. When we surrender and allow this spiritual connection to lead us and guide us, we can accomplish great things. This spiritual connection requires both trust and faith, which need to be developed and cultivated. It can be a challenge to let go of control and to surrender to anything or anyone, let alone an invisible presence within. But we have to learn to trust this divine presence and ourselves enough to know that we're not imagining things, we're not crazy or delusional, and that we really are okay. The more we trust, the more we'll be able to trust. All we need to do is take small steps. Some demonstrations, or some small demonstrations that it's working, can be testimonies of the power of this spiritual connection that we're tapped into. The more we turn to it, the more it grows. And we can listen for guidance and even ask it to show us the way. This is how we develop sacred audacity, one step at a time, whether we are a master or still a novice. Ernest Holmes wrote this: every desire you have for betterment in life is some echo from deep within, which forever proclaims, behold, I make all things new. And Michelle Medrano said in her book, Resolve Your Fears, like the red blood cells that flow through our bodies, what is in our consciousness or awareness flows through every part of our being and impacts our energy and decisions. The primary place where opportunities exist for us to begin to make new courageous choices is in a deeper sense of our spiritual connection to everything and everyone. When we live life feeling connected, we experience a powerful sense of confidence and serenity that begins to allow us to transcend any fear. Fearless living becomes our norm. So what's calling to your soul at this time? Spend some time in meditation, envisioning, and ask yourself these questions. What's next? When you discover the answer, begin to notice all the blocks within yourself that keep you from moving forward in your vision. Step into your sacred audacity and take one baby step forward towards your intention this week. And it all starts with imagination. There's no better time than now to start cultivating sacred audacity. There may be something that you've always wanted to do, but were afraid to step out for whatever reason. Your spiritual tools will guide you. Repeat a few positive affirmations over and over, such as, I let go of any fears and focus on faith. I let go of any fears and focus on faith. And then use affirmative prayer to support this intention. Sit quietly in meditation and focus on your intention. And notice the stories that you tell yourself and the feelings that come up. Probe more deeply to see what's underneath them. And use your imagination to retell your story in a more positive way that embraces healing. Imagine yourself fulfilling this intention successfully. Write in your journal what comes up and get a support or a vision partner to assist you through this process. Take a session with your spiritual practitioner or minister to talk through it. Inch your way toward actually doing the thing that you desire in your vision. Perhaps test the waters and take a preliminary action before fully jumping in. Stand in gratitude that you've been shown the way and act as though it's already been done. By doing these things, you've already started living from sacred audacity and holy boldness. Ralph Waldo Emerson said this: do not be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. So sacred audacity requires tapping into our spiritual connection to allow us to be used as conduits through which the divine expresses its greatness. And this may require some inner courage and boldness. As this inner work and preparation is cultivated, there is tangible action that needs to happen to bring your attention from a thought to a thing, to take that invisible and bring it into tangible form. This means that now is the perfect time to start, restart, visit, or even revisit whatever intention it is that you want and what your heart is longing for. When we do our spiritual work, we can hold the bold action as sacred and as a part of our spiritual practice and intention. We can step out there knowing that there is no misstep, simply an opportunity to try it again and tweak as needed. We can turn our attention from fear to faith and know that we can and we are doing it, that God is truly the wind beneath our wings, and that this sacred act is propelling us forward in divine expression with fortitude, courage, and resilience. And I'll leave you with this final quote. The subconscious mind will bring to pass any picture held in the mind and backed by faith. Act as though I am, and I will be. And that leads us to our affirmation for the week. I am bold, courageous, and brave. And so now for further updates from our center. If you're interested in learning more about the Science of Mind teaching, we will be offering a foundations course via Zoom starting Saturday, September 7th. And we'll also be having a book study on the 4 agreements in July. So connect with me or check out our website to find out all the details. And let me know if there's a specific course, a workshop, or a book study that you would be interested in taking so that we can plan dates for those as well. And if you would like a one-on-one connection for a spiritual mind treatment to assist you with whatever is going on in your life, whether it be something you want to change or have more of, then please connect with me. And if you would like to commit to being a member with the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this current year, as membership is renewed annually, or if you would like to be on our board of trustees, then please contact me so that you can be sent the current application forms. And I'd also like to remind you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And so now it's time for a mindfully giving back financial support of our spiritual home. We rely on your support to continue our center here in Puerto Vallarta so that we can continue offering this powerful teaching of the science of mind. We bless the financial gifts that you give today. Each and every donation is greatly appreciated, no matter the amount. And donations can be made through our website, www.cslpv.org. You'll find donate buttons for both Tithely and PayPal on both the landing page as well as the replay of the weekly talks. Alternatively, if you would still like to write out a paper check, you can do so by addressing it to CSLPV number 403, 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, V1Y8N1. And now please join me in our offertory affirmation. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming today and sharing your time together. And let's continue practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions can create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration. And it also includes standing up against injustice. So may peace and love be with you. Blessings to all. Namaste.